Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode of Nick Reviews Anything. In today's episode, we're going to review the Green Pet Shop cooling pad for dogs. And as you can see, this guy right here runs hot. And I mean really hot. He pants all the time, and I feel bad for him, especially in the summertime. I try to keep the house as cool as I can, but sometimes it doesn't work all that well. So I would look for all kinds of things for him. I tried putting, old towels in the freezer for him, letting him lay on that, wetting them down. He's not really a fan of water, so he doesn't like that all much. And I happened to come across this website, thegreenpetshop.com, and they claim they have a self-cooling pad. Doesn't require electricity, doesn't require water, doesn't require refrigeration. And I figured, you know what? Let's give it a shot, So I figured I'll order it. Showed up about 3 months ago, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion of it, whether it's legit or not. And once again, this is not sponsored at all. This is just my opinion. So why don't we get started? All right, so this is the pad. It's pretty durable. It's heavyweight. It's got a gel on the inside that absorbs the heat of the dog or object that is laying on it. And by absorbing that heat, cools off the animal. It's a patented product, non-toxic. It's really well made. Like I said, my dog's had it all summer. And, he's the kind of dog that when he lays down, he scratches and scratches and scratches and tries to find the perfect spot. And there's no tears in this. There's no holes in this. And it's held up really well. You can clean it with water, soapy water. It doesn't require any special treatment at all. Like I said, it's made very well. And it's pretty good. It comes in 5 different sizes: extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. This is the extra large. And like I said, I have a chocolate Labrador Retriever, and I got the extra large, and it's just big enough for him. So, if you have a big dog, like I've had Great Danes before, or if you have a Mastiff or a Newfoundland or something, you might have to get 2 of these things because my guy is not that big. He weighs like 90 pounds, 95 pounds. And this is perfect size for him. On the website, they have graphics for the different sizes and measurements and all that. I'll put a picture up in the video, and I'll also put some other information up that would be pertinent for this product. The website always has flash sales going on, so you can usually get it cheaper than the standard price. I think I paid like $90 for this. But again, they had I can't remember what the sale price was, 10% off or something like that. So I got it cheaper than what was on the website. They do sell covers for these, which I did get for this one, because my dog is he doesn't like change, so to speak. So it's hard to get him to take to new items and new things. So I figured I'll get him the cover for it, and maybe it'll be easier for him to get used to it. So the cover is basically like a pillow sham, and it's really like just sheets material. Now I will say, with this size bed, this big bed, it's not easy to get this thing into there because the bed wants to just kind of squish up, and this is very loose, so it's hard to get it in there. To be honest, I put this on there for a couple of days. He laid on it just fine, but every little piece of dog fur gets stuck to it. So I found myself taking it off and washing it in the washing machine like 2 or 3 times a week. The other problem I find with it is that it's extremely thin. Now, granted, it probably has to be somewhat thin for the pad to work properly, so it can absorb the heat from the animal. But, my dog, like I said, I don't know about your dogs, but my dog scratches, that instinct that they do. And I have a feeling this would tear very easily if I kept it on the bed. This itself was kind of pricey. I mean, this was like $20 or $25. I'd just assume use an old sheet that you have laying around the house. It's the same type of material, and I would save yourself the money. Unless you don't like the cover of this, then they have different colors available, and you can go that route, or like I said, use a sheet that you have laying around the house. The other good thing about this is it doesn't, right now I have it on a rug, but it doesn't slide all that much. Like if the dog gets on it and tries to get up, it doesn't slide. So it's pretty firm to the ground. So anyway, the question is does it work? The answer to that is yes, it does. I mean, I was extremely skeptical of it. I thought, how can they come up with a bed that self-cools without having to plug it in, put it in the refrigerator, put water in it or something like that? Because there are beds out there that are like that. Took a gamble on this thing, had some decent reviews, and I figured, let's give it a shot. And I'll tell you what, my dog loves it. I'll put in a couple videos of him using it. Yeah, see, after a nice long walk, Ripley loves crashing on his green pet pad. Cools him off. This guy loves this thing. And he's not easy to please. It's not easy to get him to try new things, and he loves this thing. Right? Right? You good boy. Yeah. Oh, I caught this guy on his favorite rug again. He loves it because it keeps him cool. And he runs hot. He pants all the time. But Mr. Ripple loves his rug, doesn't he? Yes, he does. He's an old guy with arthritis, so the cooling helps him. Yeah. He's good boys. He's good boys. Yes, yes. See? He loves chilling on it. When I take him for a walk, bring him home, he usually crashes right on this rug to cool down. At night, when he's hot, he'll find this rug wherever I've got it. I put it in a couple different spots depending on the time of day, and he'll go and he'll seek it out, and he lays on it. And like the website says, it's good for 3 hours. The dog can lay on it for 3 hours before it kind of loses its charge, so to speak. The dog gets off of it. If nothing's on it for 15 or 20 minutes, it recharges itself. You can even charge it faster, they say, by putting it in the refrigerator. Never done that. Never needed to do that. Yeah, what can I say? My dog loves it. I recommend it. Give him a shot. See if your dog runs hot like mine does, and he's always panting and he does not like the heat. Give it a shot. Even my other dog, who loves the heat, will lay on this thing occasionally. She's a lot smaller, but she loves it. Anyway, short video today. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, because I'm always going to be reviewing items that I use in my life. If you think of anything you want me to review that I might have on hand, leave a comment. All right. Thanks for viewing, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.